So I'm excited about this video today, guys. This is one of my favorite topics. It's about getting that crunch and that bite, that collé bite that you want out of your chops and out of your just general playing. I play a lot of really gritty fiddle and chopping and a lot of techniques, a lot of fast notes that require good clarity of sound at those fast speeds, and that comes from getting that nice collé bite with your bow. And one of the most important things you can do to get better at that is to simply have the right rosin on your bow to give you that nice bite. And that brings me to what's in this box. I'm very excited about it. So I've been using Magic Rosin for over a year now. And let me just show you this. So this is Magic Rosin, in case you've never seen one before. This is one that's been well loved, well used. And then another one here that has been equally used, actually more so used. This was the first one that I started using. And these two have lasted me almost 2 years. It's been a long time because you don't really need to use a lot when it comes to this Magic Rosin stuff. So I'm gonna I got my new batch in the mail, and I am excited to show it to you and talk a little bit about it, because I wanted to do a video about this before, but rosin, again, is just one of those things that's so important to me to find the right rosin, and I've been on a search for a while. I didn't want to come to you guys with a video talking about rosin without having tried it myself first, and not just trying it once or twice, but like actually like living with it and knowing that it's actually a good product before I come and talk to you about it. Oh, cool. So there's a little note in here. Connolly Music. Not sure if you can see that. They are just an awesome company. They're the ones that make Magic Rosin. Thank you, Kathleen Connolly. All right, let's see what's in here. So this is the box right here. It comes with this nice space age packing job. That's just the order number and stuff. All right, let's get right into it. Let's open this up. So the cool thing about Magic Rosin, and kind of, I mean, I know you've seen their commercials on Instagram and pictures of the rosin on like #violin, all those different things. They're super popular because of their ability to show pictures through the bottom of their rosins. So this is awesome. It's a violin playing dragon with the coolest and hippest East Nashville hat I've ever seen. So yeah, so this is, I'll just take this one out real quick. So it's made with pine resins that are melted down, mixed together, put together, and it comes out with this clear finish that allows them to put pictures. And you can put any picture you want here. You can send them your own logo or your own, if you have an inspirational quote that you like, you can put that on rosin. If you have a cool picture of your son or daughter or whatever, favorite piece, whatever, you send them the picture and they will put it in rosin for you. It's very, very cool. Let's see what this other one is. This is their green shattered glass look. Very cool. And look at these cases, y'all. This is, I mean, that is really what's exciting. I mean, I love this case because most of the time it's in some type of felt wrap or cloth wrap or something that gets all sticky and gross. And when you're throwing it around and it's getting tossed around, there's always the chance that it breaks inside that cloth. And you don't know it because it's so tightly wound up in that cloth that when you open the cloth, you're met with your rosin in 2 or 3 pieces. I'm sure you have gone through that problem before. I will honestly say that neither of these ever broke on me. This one broke, but only because I had worn it down so thin, and it actually broke while I was rosining my bow, just because I was pressing a little too hard. I was a little excited that day. But never broke in the case because the case is so protective. So anyway, so pure pine rosin, no waxes, no oils or anything like that. And so they get this clear coat, But also what they get is this super, super sticky rosin. They have two different formulas that you can get, that you can choose from. They have their 3G formula, which is this one right here, and they have their Ultra formula, which is this one right here. And I've tried both of them. And the 3G is their least sticky out of the two. But I'll tell you the truth, this right here is stickier than some of the darker rosins that I've used in the past. Because again, I've always been on this search for a bite on my string without having to put a lot of weight into my hand doing my bow stuff. And so I've gone to some really dark rosins. And this was comparable to those. Now this Ultra stuff, these are even stickier than that. Like, so if you like the bite of a dark rosin, definitely try this out, because this is going to be one of the best bites that you've ever had. Yeah, that's just the truth. So this is what I have been using on the second half of my couple years trying this out, and I've fallen in love. And that's why when time to get some more in the mail came, I had to go for the Ultra formula for both of them. And the great thing about it, because it is so sticky, like because it's dark rosin in a clear form, basically, it does not take any extra effort to get it on your bow. Just a couple sweeps. Look at that. And because it's so pure, look at this, guys. Because it's so pure, it just comes off in a couple sweeps. There's no scoring. You shouldn't really need to score rosin anyway. Back in the day, would like scratch the surface of the rosin with a knife or something to get it like started. You know, you got to start it up. No, I don't know if that's true for other rosins, but this one, just a couple sweeps and it's already coming off. You can see that it's already got on my bow. And with how sticky this stuff is, really 2 or 3 sweeps with your bow, yeah, you can easily over rosin your bow, and you probably will the first couple times, because you won't believe how sticky it is and how good it is and how very little you need on your bow. And that's honestly why these rosins have lasted me so long, is because the first one I went through really fast because I over rosined my bow a lot, which also caused a lot of powder and stuff to happen, and my violin was always caked in rosin. This one, however, I got smart enough to know, okay, yes, I have a 4-hour show coming up, but I don't need to lather my bow in 40 sweeps of this rosin cake. I can literally 2 or 3 sweeps is going to last me the 4 hours, and I'm going to have just as good of a bite at the end of the show as I did in the beginning. Honestly, guys, I've been living with this stuff for almost 2 years, and it is just so good. So I'm finally ready to endorse it to you and wholeheartedly get behind it, saying like, go get some. If you like that, look at that. I mean, that is so crisp. Oh, and chopping. Just forget about it. It's so fun. Alright, well, I gotta stop because this video is getting too long. I've rambled on too long. Listen, Magic Rosin. It is a professional grade rosin. It's not just for the cool kids that want colored rosin in their case. It is a professional grade rosin. If you're a professional, if you're a high schooler, middle schooler, all the way up through symphony players, professional fiddle players like myself doing Broadway gigs, like, if you're looking for bite, Magic Rosin is where it's at. That's all I got to say. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.